It's week 6 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Chargers and the Colts, and it comes your way next.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the L.A. Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gunn alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this chart. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. They've got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown. Josh Downs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets in the...
There he goes, left side! A big play there for L.A. 53 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Off play action, Richardson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The Colts send out their punter. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of garbage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Chargers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's across midfield and finally brought down at the 43. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
If they do that.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw. And we're behind his man, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Oh, the return is Jones. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Herbert back to the air. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers! A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short as his complete to Woods. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jones. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. It's Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And Richardson back to throw it. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Taken in by Pittman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Here's Richardson to throw. That complete to Downs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Taylor is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of this. To 7. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Richardson looking to throw this. Touchdown Colts! Josh Downs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, LA! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had a couple of touchdown passes in that game last week, and he's matched that with 2 in the first half here as his guys start 1st and 10. Richardson throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
But that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's one thing to get the interception. It was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clip from behind, block someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. So no gain on the play, and that'll set up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. This is caught. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They snap it to Herbert. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Touchdown, Chargers! It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Marcus Jones, a return man. Now Jones. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. He's on his way. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line?
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor from 21 yards away. And the Colts take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jones now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Now a deep one for Johnston. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of? It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. On the option left, Richardson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a 1st, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable. He's marked short. The Colts send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, the Colts now are ready to get the football back. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Richardson looking to throw.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Colts send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Here's Jones on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Herbert off of play action. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 1st down, Richardson.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. A short throw pulled in by Woods.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
In motion left, Godwin.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
In motion right is Johnston.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Play action. It's Herbert rolling to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
On 4th down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Now it's Richardson. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Room past the 35.
Fighting his way through contact as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here Richardson yet again. He'll get this one to Pittman.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Richardson. And this taken in by Downs.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Chargers offense back out and ready to go. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably